It's on my lap, reflect, repeat. Step in the spotlight, grab a seat. Joy, justice, wisdom to share each video. Crafting with care, the Jen Hardy Show. Oh yeah, it's here. Fabulous, over 50, good and cheer. Shower thoughts to make you think. Voices of justice on the brink, faith and change. Voices of justice on the brink. Engage with minds young and old, in conversations wise and bold. From life's big questions to simple joys, we're here with insights, not just noise. The Jen Hardy Show, oh yeah, it's here. Fabulous, over 50, good and cheer. Shower thoughts to make you think. Voices of justice gonna bring faith and change. Voices of justice gonna bring.
I have muted myself. Can you hear me now? You know the scales of justice that were right there?
I haven't been listening to you.
Oh, they're right there. Can you? All right. He's going to put them back now, and I will be in the way. So anyway, hi, Alexa. Can you hear me now? No sound?
Yeah.
Sound? No sound. No sound? I'm muted. Oh my gosh. Hold on. How am I muted? That's not good. Well, hold on just a minute. We can fix that. We can fix it. Now, because now I'm going right through the computer and I don't have a fancy microphone, but all right, you can hear me. Hi, Froggy Waffles. So here's the thing. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm going to stop playing with my hair. Okay, so awesome. Well, you hear me through my computer. What? So I apologize for the lack of professional sound. It's Thanksgiving, so you know what we're gonna do? We're gonna just go with it. So for those of you who have had, For those of you who have had a really good Thanksgiving and have enjoyed the time with your family and you know, had all the good dinner, I just want to say congratulations. For those of you who maybe did not have the greatest holiday, because some families, it's not as fun, or maybe they weren't there. And so we're here. We don't have to talk about anything sad or whatever. We're just going to talk about good stuff. So what is your favorite Thanksgiving food? Mine is usually my stuffing. I make a pretty good stuffing that my mom used to make. It goes way back. Okay, it used to upset her when I said this, but honestly, it kind of tastes like a White Castle hamburger. I'm not gonna lie, it's basically the same ingredients, and except that you add cinnamon, and it's so good, or gross. If you weren't raised on it, honestly. I'm so thankful that Dave likes it, but not everybody likes it. But what's your favorite Thanksgiving food? Put it in the comments. I want to hear. How did you celebrate today? Did you celebrate Thanksgiving? Did you have family around you? I was very fortunate. So we have 7 children. So even though we only had a few of them with us, we still had people at our table. It was really nice. And we got to go to my son's wedding in Wisconsin last month and see everybody. And so that was good. Now they're all doing their own thing. Because, grown children, man, they do their thing, especially sons. They say, what is it? Your daughter, let's see. Oh, I don't know. Your son is your son. Your daughter's your daughter for the rest of her life, but your son's is your son till he's got him a wife. Something like that. Kind of true. But my son, my oldest son, who just got married, he's a cook. Not an official chef, but he used to cook for us. He is such a good cook. And so what he did when he first went to college, when he was 18, because he could cook, he would have dinner parties at the college dorm. And he was a little popular with the girls, as you can imagine, because he could cook and he was a dude. And there was, no mac and cheese for the people on his floor. So that was really cool. And so he met his wife first year or whatever. And so, he cooks, she hates to cook. It works out perfect. But this year, because, they're like grown-ups now and she's graduating law school and the whole thing. And so they rented out the little Lou Squares. Oh, thank you so much. Glasses are from Costco, by the way. Oh my gosh, I can't pitch Costco enough because do you know what they are? They're Jimmy Choo glasses. They would have been ridiculous and they were like $150 at Costco. It's crazy. So anyway, okay. So we're having trouble with the chat. I cannot see a lot of the chat. I can see some of it though. Hey, James from San Antonio. Thank you so much. We do want everybody to keep the chat good and PG and whatever because this is a family thing that we have Hardy House Media. So anyway, we're talking about Thanksgiving. What is your favorite food? My son put on this dinner party. I was very proud of him. He's a grown-up man, but they rented, what is it called, at the apartment, whatever, the room, and all the people came and they cooked. So if you're just joining us, we're talking Thanksgiving. What did you have for Thanksgiving? I want to know. What's your favorite thing? Mine is my stuffing, and it was horrible this year. It was so bad because I'm gluten-free and the only gluten-free bread was frozen. Let me tell you something. Once you have frozen bread, it is nasty. It turns to sand when you defrost it. And that was what our stuffing was like. So we had turkey with, but good gravy. So that was good. But yeah, put it in the chat. What do you like? I want to know because everybody likes a different thing. Now my husband, he makes the mashed potatoes and the sweet potatoes, and he makes incredible ones. Yes. Oh my gosh. If you like Court, if you like to watch Court here on YouTube or in general, Thanksgiving in Miami, that sounds amazing. What do you guys do in Miami that's different? So I would love to hear about that. But yeah, and how was your day? Was it a good day? Was it a day? I don't know. Sometimes holidays, I don't know, they can spur on some whatever stuff, which is why I thought I would go live and we could all kind of get together, and whether you had a great day with everybody or a day, you could end it well and we could just be together and have a really good evening and a chat. And also, you guys got to stick around next time we go live because hold on, we have games. Now, we're gonna finish talking about this and this. Okay, wait, I gotta hold it back. It's a scale of justice. How cool is that? And okay. Oh, wait, hold on, Lexa. We're gonna talk about Lexa's dinner. I brine turkey, so it's always amazing. Potatoes, butternut squash, turnips, rolls, peas. Ooh, look at you. And stuffing. I love how everybody does different things. So I don't brine my turkey. And I don't have turnips or peas. Interesting, but it sounds really good. And I love butternut, but yeah. So we do regular potatoes that Dave makes, and they are so good. And then he does the sweet potatoes, and they are so good. He was down today, so we did the old fat, like the yams in a can, whatever, with the marshmallows, because, they're good. And what else? We usually do green bean casserole. Did not do that today. Turkey, stuffing, cranberry sauce. I made a cake. I made a pie. You guys, we aren't good. And then, okay. Did not know you could overcook eggs, like hard-boiled eggs. You can if you forget that they're in the pot and then all the water boils away. Hey, Jasmine, it's good to see you here. That's so awesome. So what happened was I put the egg, I made a big pot of 24 eggs, and eggs aren't cheap anymore, by the way. I mean, they're not, whatever, they're not cheap. And so I put 24 in there. I was like, cool, we're going to make all these deviled eggs. It's going to be so good. And then I walked out of the room, and an hour later, my son came and said, there's a funny smell coming from a pan on the stove. And I was like, oh no, Ciabella. It's good to see you, Eddie Berto. Very nice. I'm glad that you're here. I love Italian, by the way. I love it. I don't say it well. I don't. And I apologize for my pronunciation, but it's good to have you here. We were just in Italy. Well, okay, that was a year ago. Good night. And it's beautiful. It's my favorite. It's beautiful. Anyway, so you don't have Thanksgiving in Italy, but what do you guys have for your like big celebrations? Like holidays are coming up. If you're in another country that does not celebrate Thanksgiving, yes, I do. That is true. And I'm not going anyway because I've already been and my teeth are crooked and that's how it is. So we're going to pretend like I'm English. That's how it's going to stay. All right. The butternut squash plus pumpkin cheesecake, Lexa. Oh my gosh. That sounds amazing. All right. Here's another debate. Cranberries. Do you like the cranberry jelly stuff or do you like the cranberry berries? I like the berries. There's, and so, yeah, I don't like the whole can. Some people like to just put the can on the plate and like slice in the round thing. That is not my favorite thing. But anyway, all right. So if you like Court and you like watching Court on YouTube, there are a lot of people that do that. We're going to play a game. Not today, because today maybe we can decide what judges we are going to pick. I think it's going to be Judge Boyd and Judge Flesher. Those are going to be who we're going to call the scales of justice. Okay, we got a scale of justice, like a legit scale of justice. We're going to do one side, one judge, and one side, the other judge. And then you just have to, there you go. So we are going to have some contests, and they're going to be super chat contests, and then there's some new kind of super sticker thing. I don't know, a whole thing. No, we're not doing a membership thing, David, but thank you. Anyway, so getting my eyelashes done yesterday, which apparently took her 3 hours, over 3 hours. Why? I don't know. She's very slow. But do you know what it does? It lets me sit there for 3 hours and do nothing. It is literally the only time I sit and don't do a lot, because I do have the energy I have right now all the time, and I'm working till 2 and I need a break. Anyway, while we were sitting there trying to think of a game to play here live on YouTube, we got ChatGPT involved, and it said this. Anyone know what this is? This is a weird version of this game. I gotta tell you. Do you know what this is? It's a weird one. No, Mr. Hardy, we are not doing that. Please don't do that. All right, my husband is my producer. He wants to do nice things, but we're not going to do them today. Oh my gosh, this is Jenga, and I just opened it up, and it messed it really up. All right, now, you may be saying, hey, your voice is jacked up, and it is. And do you know why? Well, because I wrote a book last week. I wrote it in 3 days. It was a lot of fun. And in order to edit it, I thought, it would be real easy if I read this book out loud, because then I would notice the mistakes. So why don't I make the audiobook? So in a day, I made the audiobook, which meant I talked like 12 hours in a row. Hey, we need mods in here, guys, because we got some stuff going on. It is Jenga. Yes. So we're going to play the Jenga. And what we're going to do is there's different colors of the Jenga things, and that's because that's just how they made it. But I don't think we're going to, I don't know. I think we're going to play it with it's all one color, because I'm not going to get into the dark and light Jengas. I'm just going to do the whole thing. Anyway, so, hey mods, I need your help. Really seriously, if you could help me. What we're going to do is, when someone does a super chat, not today, starting on Monday, then every time they do one, they get to pick which of the judges things we pick, because there's going to be there's going to be Boyd ones, and there's going to be Flesher ones, and whichever one they say in the chat, I take that one out and put it on the scale, and then whoever has the most things on their scale, that is where we go visit, because we're going to go on a Texas tour and see judges, and I'm very excited because I also have friends in Texas, so that is going to help. Oh my gosh, it's gonna help. Well, actually, you're smoking trees. I just like to work, and I like to work a lot, and I don't take a lot of breaks. So yeah, it's a whole crazy thing. So yeah, and now I'm sniffling, and now you're all laughing. That's funny. Anyway, also have a cold, but that's, you know, it's because I don't work. All right, I don't sleep. Anyway, so we're going to play the Jenga. We're going to put the thing. We're going to weigh them on the scales of justice. And whatever judge wins, we're going to go see that judge first. Then we're going to keep going. We're going to have a deadline, like say January 31st. And whatever amount of money we have raised by that time, we're going to go on as many judges and see as many judges as we can. How fun is this? So if you like to see them in court, and if you like to see these judges on YouTube in, you know, like behind the bench, we're going to go take you into their chambers. We're going to have them walk us into the jail. We may be locked up in jail and film from there, because that just sounds absolutely fascinating, and it's not something that you see a lot here on YouTube. So not to really get put in jail for real, because we don't do any illegal things, but just for fun, just for so you can see it filmed. So there we go. So yes, Alexa, I think this is going to be a blast. I really do. So we've got Judge Stevens over in Jefferson County. We've got Judge Flesher in Harris County. We've got Judges Rosie Spielman Gonzalez and Judge Boyd in San Antonio. Don't know what county that is, but I know the city. And then we're also going to do a Florida tour. But that one, yeah, that's going to be a different one. So I'm going to have to introduce you guys to some Florida judges, which is going to be awesome because I live in Florida. So we're going to be driving around and meeting some judges, doing some interviews. And we're also going to be seeing Sheriff Wayne Ivey and, oh my gosh, the other sheriff who I always forget, but I will, I'm actually going to go to visit Sheriff Ivey. Before he agrees to interview me, we're going to go in person and meet him and explain to him why we think it's such a good idea, and get him on the show. If you have not seen Sheriff Ivey on YouTube, you should check him out. He is fascinating. Well, as long as you're not the one who he wants to put in jail. And then he was probably terrifying. I would not want to be on the other side of any of the sheriffs that go on YouTube and talk about people. What do you guys think about that? Do you think that if somebody commits a crime, it means that they should be publicly shamed online? What do you think? It's kind of like the stocks of old, right? I don't know. I mean, they used to lock people up and throw things at them and do all that. And I guess it's kind of like that again in some sort of way. So I don't know. What do you think? It's a new world that we're living in. Let me tell you what. And so we're going to go and not do stuff like, you know, that, but we're going to kind of go have fun and see behind the scenes, get to know them a little bit. We could, well, yes, David Hardy, we could do that if we had 3 months and $10 million. We could see every state in the United States. Also, at the end of 2025, the goal of the Jen Hardy Show, that is what you're watching right now. If I've just popped up in your shorts feed, we are going to go buy an RV and we're going to put a sound thing in it, a sound studio, because I have a studio here at home, and we're going to go on tour and we're going to interview some YouTubers and we're going to interview some court people. And Dave and I are starting another channel that after the first of the year. Welcome to your new channel, Dave. This is not it. This channel is going to stay court. Yes, in 2 weeks. Oh yes, and Dave and I are also going to go to YouTube watch party for the 10th anniversary, the YouTube Gaming Awards, the 10th anniversary YouTube Gaming Awards. How fun does that sound? I'm not a gamer, but Dave is, and so we're going to meet the people that are here in Florida, and then we're going to launch our channel, which is which is glamorously grounded, because I like, glitter and bling and all these crazy things. And Dave is a chill guy and he kind of keeps me grounded. And so it's going to talk about all the different ways we do like wild things. Everyone from Ecuador. What? We got people from Ecuador? Oh, you're from Ecuador. David Ortiz. That is so cool. Hello. All right, David, here's a question. Today was Thanksgiving here, but when you have a holiday in Ecuador, what kind of foods do you eat? Because we're talking food today. Because here, Thanksgiving, I feel like this is our biggest. I mean, America's kind of known for large portions and eating a lot of food, but I feel like Thanksgiving puts us over the edge. I don't know. What do you guys think? I have never seen anyone eat as much as I've seen almost everyone eat on Thanksgiving. So for us, it's turkey and potatoes, all the different kinds of potatoes, and stuffing, which was horrible this year, guys. Horrible because I made it with frozen bread. Don't do that. It's gross. But I went to the store an hour before they closed the night before Thanksgiving, and also there was no food. So anyway, you're in Minden. Oh, very cool. That is awesome. I love this. You guys are from everywhere. Well, that's not very nice, VL. I don't think so. I don't think there's hopefully anywhere that people are eating that. But anyway, so, and then here's the other question. Did you have a Friendsgiving this year? Were you with family, or did you just think, you know what, I'm going to chill by myself? Greetings from, I highly doubt that. Momo, whatever. Doubt that's where you're from. But, well, yeah. Anyway, hello to those of you who have joined us. I want to say happy Thanksgiving from here in the States. If you're not in the States, let us know where you're from. And what did you eat today? If you are here in the United States of America, it was Thanksgiving, and you probably ate some sort of turkey, or maybe you just went rogue and had something totally different. So what I wanted to do, we like to eat, when we have crab, we like to have artichokes because they both involve a lot of butter, and you can just do like all the butter. And so I want to do crab and artichokes, but my daughter wanted gravy. And she's like, this is the one day a year you make gravy. And so I want turkey. So we had the turkey. But did you guys have turkey? I don't know. If you're not here in the United States, you probably did not. You probably had something else. And anyway, hey. So we're going to play the game. And so Lexa and anybody else who's with us, if you watch court on YouTube, which is what a lot of people watch that watch my show, because I interview the judges, lawyers, legislators. Oh, hello from Australia. Yeah, that is doubtful, but okay. Are kangaroos rodents? Are they large rodents? I don't know. Anyway, yeah, you can speak German and still not be there, but whatever. Have some chocolate. Oh, I like chocolate. You know what I really like too? It's like Mexican hot chocolate with cinnamon in it. I guess, okay, that's also in my stuffing that I make. Apparently have a thing about cinnamon. I don't know what that's all about. Also, I'm getting texts like crazy today. Probably because it is a holiday, but so many texts. I don't know what's up with that. Anyway, they just keep beeping. So I don't think you guys can hear it though, which is good because my computer finally learned how to be quiet. Anyway, hello to everybody and happy Thanksgiving. If you're not here in the States, happy Thanksgiving from the States. We just got a whole bunch of people coming in. I'm Jen Hardy. It's the Jen Hardy Show. We do a lot of interviews of judges, and there is a new one coming. I talked to Judge Flesher last week, and guys, it was good. We talked about things he's never talked about before. I don't know about to anybody, because some of the questions I asked him took him almost a full minute to formulate his answers. It was good. Hello, Emmanuel Bello. Nice to see you. And yeah, it was really, really cool. So, and I realized something about this channel. I love interviewing people. People like the interviews. It's going well. And Judge Boyd, Judge Flesher, all of them. But guess what? They're not so pretty. So I've hired someone, and she is editing that Judge Flesher interview, and it's going to be as exciting to watch as it was to do. So that's awesome. Turkey, mashed potatoes, dressing, sweet peas, and sweet potatoes. Yummy. Oh my gosh, you and Lexa had a very similar dinner. That is so interesting. You know what? The interesting thing is they don't act like they have really big egos. They are really down to earth. So there have been 4. I've only interviewed 4 over the last 8 months. It is time for me to step it up. We're working on that. Surprisingly, these judges, some of them seem on TV like, or on YouTube, like they do have egos, or like they don't care about the people, almost like they just want to put them in jail and get rid of them. And that, honestly, all 4 of the judges that I know, I know them. I've talked to them more than just the interview. They are amazing people. And believe it or not, I know this is hard, they really, really care. None of them just want to lock people up. None of them feel like prison is a great place to send people. And they would really like to not do that. Now, sometimes they have to, because people do things that are, well, dangerous. And they really, really hurt people. And if they're going to continue hurting people, they have got to put them in prison. But, right, Lexa, they were shockingly similar. But in general, they just want people to do better and to learn how to get along and to be able to be out and live good lives. And I think that's the greatest thing that I've got to, I think, out of doing these interviews is learning, I don't know, learning new things about them and about the system. Our legal system is fascinating. Also, if you guys could hit that like button, that would be fantastic, because that tells YouTube, hey, this isn't so horrible. And that would be nice, because if you're here watching, it can't be so horrible. And wow, we just got a whole bunch of new people. Hello, new people. Happy Thanksgiving. And if you're not in the States, happy Thanksgiving from here in the States. And I want to know what you ate today. What did you eat today? If you're in the US and you had turkey or something, great. If you're in another country, what do you eat for your holidays? We would like to know. And we would like you to keep it G-rated, because that is the kind of channel that this is. And we would really appreciate that. Because, you know, my mod, I have a mod who's just a sweet, sweet person. Well, both of them are. They don't really want sass. So, you know, if we could avoid that, that would be great. There are other people who would love your sass, and finding them will be easy. But we just try to keep it kind of clean here. But anyway, and so, yeah, so there's a segment on the Jen Hardy Show, which is what you're watching, and it's called Voices of Justice. And so, like, there was this lady, and she is a prosecutor, and her name is Debbie Davis, and she came on the show talking about running for prosecutor of her county. And we talked to her the night of the election, and then we talked to her a month later, and they swore her in 2.5 months early, and she got to start doing that. And it's just been a really fun journey here, because you get to see the people behind the scenes. Some people don't want to see judges and people behind the scenes, and that's okay. This isn't your place. But if you do, and you want to know, what do they really like? What do they think about? What do they talk about? What do they dream about? What laws would they make if they were given the chance? Then this is your spot. You're going to want to subscribe and give a like, and come back and check out the interviews that are on the page, especially Judge Boyd. And, well, okay, and Judge Flesher and Judge Rosie. I love them all. They're all my friends. And they're all in Texas, and we're going to do a Texas tour. We're going to go there, and we're going to do behind the scenes and meet them in person, and go into their chambers and go into their jails, because I feel like giving you all a tour behind the scenes of the jails would just be cool. What about jail food? What are they eating on Thanksgiving? I don't know. That's a whole thing to think about. Not something that people normally think about. I'm talking about that if you've just joined us, because we have a segment called Voices of Justice. We just did another interview with Judge Flesher. And you know what's exciting about Judge Flesher is he's so popular that there's local people here that I didn't even realize watch court, and they know who he is. And they're like, oh my gosh, I saw on your channel you interviewed Judge Flesher. And yeah, it's pretty interesting. And our UPS guy came up to give me delivery, and he goes, I love the background on your channel. And that was weird. He watches my channel, my UPS guy. But probably because he delivers stuff for it, that I guess he found out about it. I don't know. It's bizarre. Anyway, all right. Oh, you're welcome. I hope I probably gave you way too much of an answer, but there it is. Yeah, well, so here's the interesting thing. Welcome to all of you who just dropped in. This is the Jen Hardy Show. We have Voices of Justice, where we interview judges, lawyers, and legislators to give you behind-the-scenes glimpses. We are talking about Judge Flesher, and we just did an interview with him that's coming out next week. It's going to be amazing. I already did one with Judge Flesher. It's on my channel homepage thing that you can find. Ironically, we talk about all those things and we don't discuss politics. Why, you might ask? Well, because we try to be kind of like old-timey journalists. If by that I mean I try to be like an old-timey journalist because I'm kind of old-timey. But I like to present these people, even the legislators, even the judges, they are elected officials and they are Democrat or Republican, which, number one, should not show up on the bench. You shouldn't know by watching a court case what side the person is on. So that is interesting. Slade Beads, you can, I don't know if you can put a link in there. I'm not quite sure. And I am more than happy to research what you've got going on and look into it and potentially do that. But we don't just give money without looking into it, as I'm sure you can understand. Otherwise, we would have no money because we would give it all away. Wow. So there are a lot of people commenting on my teeth. And let me tell you something. I have the braces. And I've got issues with my teeth. So just pretend like we're in England, because if we were, nobody would be commenting on that. And you know what? It's what makes me me. Because the rest of me, not too shabby. And if I have one thing that's an issue, I can live with it. And if you can't, there's other people to watch on YouTube. And that's okay. And I heard the greatest thing. A teacher told her class, and I'm just going to tell you, when you have a problem with somebody, hey, Colin, good to see you. We're talking Judge Fletcher and Thanksgiving and all the things and how to be nice. And so this one teacher said, hey, this is what you do. If you have a problem with someone, if something that they're doing is bothering you or something about them bothers you, oh, I know, it's not getting to me. I'm just going to have a teachable moment. If it's something they could fix in 5 minutes, you point it out. And if it's something that they can't fix in 5 minutes, you don't point it out. So there's your lesson in being nice. Anyway, it doesn't bother me at all. Trust me, I got enough problems. My teeth are not one of them. Anyway, so we're going to do this game. So for those of you who have joined us, we have, if I don't whack myself in the head with it, we have Scales of Justice. And we have, okay, I went to the Dollar Tree and got lots and lots. Yeah. Am I saying, that's really interesting. So Colin, I will say it. I'll have to say it right. Okay. I got a bunch of these things because we're going to go through them. We're going to do one color at a time. We're not doing two colors because I think that's weird. I don't know. And we're going to play this game. And people are going to vote for judges and their names are going to be on the things. And we're going to put them on the Scales of Justice. Whoever wins, that's the judge we go to first. Because we're doing a Texas tour. And it's going to be so much fun. So, and Colin, if you can meet me down there, we'll go together. Because that would be awesome. Anyway. So Judge Fletcher's thing is coming out. Okay, am I saying that right now? Now I'm, all right, now I need to know how to say his name properly. Anyway, we're going to have the new judge interview come out this week, and it's going to be rocking, and you guys are going to like it. So, anyway, what did you guys eat? Colin, what did you have for Thanksgiving dinner? I do really want to know what you had for dinner. Lexa and someone else in the chat had almost the identical dinner. I overcooked several of our things. Dave's not feeling well. He had his knee replacement. And can I tell you something? Fleischer? Like what? Like Fleischer? Give me a thumbs up if that's right. That sounds weird, but okay, that makes sense. Anyway, all right, so for those of you who don't know Colin's in the chat. You guys should go check out his channel and subscribe to it because he does court things and it's amazing. So he is, some people would say, a law tuber. I am not. He shows you the court cases. I talk about them and interview the judges and the people. And you made pizza. You know what? Good for you. You did Thanksgiving on Sunday. That's very cool. I wanted to have crab today, and just honestly, crab is an excuse for the butter. So we have crab and artichokes together because then you get a vat of butter, and then you could just have an excuse to have the butter, really. That's what that is. But my daughter wanted gravy because this is the one day of the year I make gravy. I cook, maybe 2 or 3 days of the year, and that would be Thanksgiving, Christmas, and Easter because Dave cooks. I don't like to cook. If you like to cook, put it in the chat. And for those of you who are watching and find that you cannot put something in the chat, I apologize. We've had a little situation with people and their comments. So we had to make it that you have to subscribe to comment. just to keep it a little bit safer. I don't think Colin has this issue, but it's a whole thing. So anyway, pizza probably would have been better. I thought deviled eggs would be fun. You know what? They're not fun when you forget that they're in the pan and all the water boils away, and then didn't even know the eggs could turn that color. And then I was like, you know what though? We made 24 eggs, so we're gonna make them anyway. Okay. That was a poor choice. I'm not going to lie. So, some things work and some things don't. And you just got to scrap it and move on, right? What is the Paw Patrol thing? I don't know. Do your best and forget the rest or something. That was our Thanksgiving dinner today. What did you guys have? Colin had pizza. Lexa had all kinds of good things. Lexa is a rock star. Oh my gosh. And so is Colin. And Colin, did you make pizza? Did you make it? My daughter makes fancy pizza with she burnt water. Really? Really? You're going to say that? That's so mean. I didn't burn water. I made it disappear. You're not a female. I don't have creeps. Oh, it's okay. That is exactly what I'm talking about. They nasty. In fact, it's so nasty that yeah. So it got it. It was a thing. So, yeah, people, yeah, whatever. That's why, so now they have to subscribe and then they can unsubscribe. If you want to subscribe to go in the chat and then unsubscribe later, that's fine with me. It's not gonna hurt my feelings. Hello everybody who's new and happy Thanksgiving. It is so good to see you. Just talking Thanksgiving. How was your day? Did you have a good day? Were you with your family? Were you not with your family? Sometimes holidays are hard. That's why I decided to come live today. So if you had a great day, we can celebrate together. And if you had a crap day, well, hopefully you can end it better. So, like that one with your magic skills. What? Turkey and some more stuff. Okay, you know what? Turkey and some more stuff? That's perfect. I love it. You don't make your own dough, but you make your own sauce. What? That's the harder part. Yeah, that's awesome. Okay, you're somewhat Italian though. Are you part Italian? I think you are, Colin. Maybe not. I know. Cromwell is definitely not Italian, but anyway, yeah, I don't make my own sauce. I just don't like to cook, you guys. Do you like to cook? I don't. Dave does. He's a rock star at it, and it's been really nice. We do have 4 days of leftovers. It's a lot. And why did I make a pie and a cake? I have no idea. Lots of desserts. There are so many desserts. Oh my gosh. Yeah, family fights, and then, there's the passive-aggressive people, there's the narcissists that make everybody cry, and yeah, we don't want that on Thanksgiving. Hey, Jolene, it's good to see ya. Yeah, right, everybody could come down here and we did not have any family fights, we didn't have any arguments, we just had a beautiful Thanksgiving, and I hope you had a beautiful Thanksgiving, and you were surrounded by a bunch of loving people. And if you weren't, well, there's a whole bunch of people who can just love you right here. But in a nice and healthy and normal way, not creepy. And Colin, okay, you were a chef for 15 years? That's crazy. I did not know that about you. Did I know that about you? I feel like I knew that you cooked, but I didn't realize that. You've got lots of skills. Okay, that's really cool. That is really cool. You know what I think is really fascinating which is part of the reason I like to interview people, is that everybody's got an incredible story. I don't know, it's really incredible. So for a little while, I was interviewing a whole bunch of different people, which I am not doing anymore on this channel. I am on my podcast, which is Fabulous Over 50, but because they want to hear from a whole bunch of different people, but this is a court channel and I'm interviewing court people from now on. But when I was interviewing a lot of people, I got this truck driver, and he was so fascinating. And he also used to be a pharmacist. I've met 2 people that were pharmacists. That's a lot of school, guys. It's a lot of school. And they both quit in 2021 to do other things. Can I tell you? Oh my gosh. I need my mods, guys. Hey. I know Hardy's a little bit slow. Lexa, can you help me out? Red beans and rice. You know what? That's awesome. And that's the thing. Hold on. Sorry. Sometimes it's better to have a holiday by yourself than it is to have it with a group of people. And there's nothing wrong with that at all. You know what? You have something you enjoy. You get to be with somebody that is not going to give you a hard time, because, sometimes... yeah. Also, I'm looking. Okay, there is a picture, and over here, and I was like, who is in that picture? I don't even know. You know what? It's a frame. It's a frame that I got to put a picture of Dave and I in. I don't even know who those people are, and they're in my live stream today. That's hysterical. So anyway, yeah, it is so good to see all of you guys. That is really, really cool. And like I said, I'm glad that you're all here. And yeah, we are starting on Monday. We're going to do a lot of games on our lives. It's going to be really fun. Yeah, we're going to have some new and interesting people that are all related to the justice system. No more random interviews, no more random people. As much as I love them and I love their stories and they're fascinating to me, doesn't mean they're fascinating to you. And that's what's important. So, wow, there's a lot of that today. It's so fascinating to me. Yeah, I don't know what to tell you about that. Anyway, thank you, Colin. It has been a little bit of a rocket ride with the subs. But yeah, I'm changing how I'm doing things, and maybe that kind of helps. I don't know. I think it's going to be even better in the next, I don't know, couple of weeks. By the first of the year, my channel is going to be completely different. Well, not completely different. It's going to be completely better. I'll just say that. Still, yeah. So, yeah. I don't know. It's kind of spaced for just a minute there. Anyway, Colin, I need to talk to you outside of this because I got a favor, actually. I got a favor because I want to talk to some more peeps about coming on the show. And yeah, it would be good. And you know all the people. I tell you, okay, so for those of you who are new, Colin, definitely not Cromwell, is in the chat, and he has got an incredible channel, an absolutely incredible channel. He has lots of court things, and it is so good. So I highly recommend going over there, subscribe, check out what he's got going on. He puts a lot of time and effort into it. So yeah, definitely want to check that out. So anyway, yeah. Let's see, Lexa. Thank you. What's that? The relaxing lights? Thank you. It is why they're there. Yeah, because it's supposed to be kind of relaxing here and like chill and whatever. I don't know. It's a weird contrast with the pink and the glitter and the rhinestones that I'm usually wearing and the judges, but it does stand out. So people notice, and the judges don't mind, so that's okay. Anyway. You were being mad. Why were you being mad, Hardy? Oh my goodness. So Colin, yes, as you're here, you're going to see what's going on and why we make people subscribe. Oh yeah, he's on. So for those of you, have any of you had a knee replacement surgery? I'm curious because my husband just had one, and it turns out it's horrifyingly painful. These are things they don't tell you in advance because, you know, they get paid to do surgeries, but they tell you afterwards, oh yeah, it's horrifyingly painful. Well, maybe if you, I don't know, said that up front, we wouldn't do it. So anyway, well, thank you. I appreciate that. Good vibes. I like good vibes. That's a nice thing. All right. Oh my goodness. Okay, another thing is, we are going to be playing Kahoot. I got Kahoot to play here because I can have up to 200 people play, which is awesome, except we can't make it work right. So if there's somebody in the chat who knows how to make that work, then that would be really cool. So is Lexa still here by chance? I'm just wondering. And Mr. Hardy, are you... yeah, you know what? David Hardy is so pretty. You would not want to date him though. No, because he's mine. Sorry. But anyway, so yeah, it is 9:44. We may go early because it's a holiday. And yeah, I think somebody needs me. So I may need to take care of a family member. So I just want to say thank you to everybody for stopping by. Come back on Monday, 9 o'clock Eastern time. We are going to start the Jenga game. We're going to start the Jenga game, we're going to start the Kahoot game, and we're going to do some pretty cool American justice system things and have some pretty interesting people. We may also on Monday do a premiere of a new interview for the first 15 minutes. I think you're really going to like it. I'm not going to say the name because apparently I've been saying it wrong. I can't do that. Colin, challenge accepted. Yeah, you go for it. Although, if you can cook that much better than me. No, I'm just kidding, Dave. I love you. Mwah. And I love everybody. You all have a wonderful rest of your night. Happy Thanksgiving. Thank you for joining me on it. It has meant so much to me. And Colin, thank you so much for stopping by. I've missed you a lot. So I will talk to you all soon. It's just a flesh wound. We're going to go do that too. Yeah, I know I said that wrong too. Whatever. Mwah. Bye, everybody. Have a great rest of your night.